Rudy in the Netherlands writes to me and he says, "Hey Paul, I watch your videos every day." Well, thank you, Rudy. And I thank you for all your efforts to educate us. My pleasure, sir. My question is a bit of a philosophical one, My favorites. Do we really want the most natural sounding system, or do we want to hear our perception of what natural sound is? Okay, I like it. You design high-end equipment and also have a recording studio, but do you design in order to get the real sound or create an image of how you think it should sound? After all, the real instruments in your living room would be so dominant that nobody, I think, could listen for a very long time. You know, Rudy, that is a hell of a good question. Thank you. That's really very perceptive. And I think the answer is a bit of a combination of both, but mostly leaning towards our perception. And we've talked a little about this before. Clearly, you're not going to have the San Francisco Symphony Orchestra in your living room. Aside from the fact that you'd be blown out of your living room and they'd eat all the food in your house and drink all your beer, it's not practical. Or Eddie Van Halen, you know, if you had him in there just grinding away on the guitar, you wouldn't be very happy. So what we listen to is a idealized representation of live sound. So Rudy, you have it right. Definitely, we don't really want musicians in our home. What we want is this version in our head that we imagine it would sound like should we do it. Kind of like I guess in the same way you wouldn't want the San Francisco 49ers. I'm not a sports fan, so forgive me if there's no such thing as the San Francisco 49ers anymore. But you wouldn't want them, playing football in your living room. We like this sort of idealized, stylized presentation that makes us feel like we are engaged with the music, getting personal with the music in a safe space. And I think that's what's important. And at Octave Records, at PS Audio, we strive our best to give the most realistic sound that we can within those bounds. And as a person very much involved in recording and making the music as well as reproducing the music, I think we try and focus on that Disneyland-ish representation of music that makes us safe and comfortable listening to it in our homes. Great question. Thanks. I'll talk to you later. Bye.